Is this the F-Zero game we've all been waiting for? You've seen me talking about F-Zero recently. I did a whole video about F-Zero X coming to Nintendo Switch Online. Love it, and I'm a big F-Zero fan. And then in our Switch news video, me and AJ talk even more about F-Zero and, you know, the Switch. And well, it seems like someone else is going to make an F-Zero game instead of Nintendo, because Nintendo, it's been 18 years since the last F-Zero game, but there is a game coming out this year that looks like F-Zero meets Wipeout, and they've kind of like blended it together, and it's called Redout II. So Redout 1 is already out on the Switch. I've not played it, didn't even know about this, but yesterday, Redout 2, like the trailer for it basically got announced, and it's coming out this year. Now they state that this is the fastest game in the universe. I mean, really, is it? Is it? Because F-Zero is pretty fast. But they state that, all right? So let's roll with it for a second. Not only do you get the standard controls, but you get to strafe, boost, and tilt, sounding pretty familiar. It has assisted calibration tools. So if you absolutely suck at games like this, like I'm sure many of you, if you've been playing F-Zero X on the N64 emulation on the Switch, you probably realize how hard it is. These kind of games are pretty difficult. So until you get the hang of it, well, these guys are giving you like an assisted calibration tool in the menu. So you can actually go through and adjust loads of stuff to give you a bit of help, which is kind of nice for newbies entering like this type of game. It's got 10 locations with 36 tracks, and they're all reversible. So actually in total, there's 72 tracks, which is absolutely crazy. Like that is a lot of tracks, 72 tracks, like in 10 different locations. I'm down for that. You know, 72 tracks is good. I'm so down for that amount of tracks. Because one thing that annoys me with like third-party games like this is often you get like 5 tracks or 10 tracks and it's kind of boring. But 72? Yeah, okay. So there's 6 game modes as well. You've got time attack, race, arena race, last man standing, speed, and boss. And if that's not enough for you, there's up to 12 people online as well. So you can actually go online, race people online with up to 12 people, but it says up to 12 people on most systems. So this is a multi-platform game. I'm imagining maybe on Switch there might be less, but they haven't really specified. They've just said up to 12 on most systems. But, you know, so there's full customization, there's 12 chassis to choose from, and you can change loads of stuff. You can add boosters, you can add like wings and spoilers, you can customize the paint jobs like fully. Like this is exactly what I would have loved from a new F-Zero game, you know? Give me all the classic sort of like spaceships, but let me customize them. And there's adaptable soundtracks as well that change based on your ship that you've chosen, the like adjustments to your ship, or the race itself. So if you're like sucking, I imagine the music changes, but they kind of like mix multiple tracks together. It is like electronic music. It's not like F-Zero where it's like really good, like rocky stuff, but I'm cool with that. Like as long as it still feels like, you know, the full package, then okay. Now the worst bit is there's no local co-op, like that they've said about. They've just not mentioned co-op other than online. So it's looking like there might not be any local co-op, which is a shame because I love playing co-op on games like this, like couch co-op I'm talking about. One system, split screen down the middle, or like across, and I mean, it's a little bit sad if that doesn't come to pass. Now, I saw some reviews of the first game and people were calling out the lack of multiplayer and some other issues, but most of the issues from the first game look like they're going to be improved upon for this second game, which is pretty cool. And it is touted for a 2022 release. Who knows if it gets delayed or not, but it's meant to be coming out this year. Now, I saw this trailer last night and I was like, I've got to make a video on this because it looks awesome. Like, I really like the look of this. It just looks really cool. And of course, with F-Zero X coming to the N64 like expansion pack, well, I'm all down for like getting into a new like hard, like fast-paced, like, you know, sci-fi racer like this because I love them. I want more F-Zero. I've talked about it in so many videos, and if you want to see those videos, well, there'll be 2 videos just here. You've got me talking about F-Zero X, and then you've got our Switch news video as well. And the Switch news video has F-Zero X like more of a discussion sort of topic with AJ in that one. So go and click those and subscribe as well. Just do it. Just go and do it. Come on. You know you want to.